Well, hey, Chris Estes here, and I want to spend a few minutes with you today focusing on some money-making actions. You know, there's a lot of people that have great intentions, but they really lack attention to the actions that's going to produce them dollars or produce them results in the business. And so today, I want to focus for just a few minutes on what I call the fundamental five. You know, there's so many people out there, they're so busy finding answers, and they don't spend enough time finding people. This is a people business, and we know this: systems work and people fail. And so what I want to provide today is something that you can do and something that you can teach that's going to duplicate to the masses. And I call this the Fun Five. It includes 5 P words. And so I want to start with the first thing that you should do when you bring a new team member to this company, and that is your prospect list. That is helping somebody form a list of people that they've heard maybe complain about knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain, foot pain, different issues, or some people they know that are proactive in their health, or people they know that are into essential oils, people that they know could benefit from our products. Is that hard to do? Of course not. My daughter can do that. Some of you are going, well, Chris, I can put the list in my head. Well, if the list is in your head, where do you think your check's going to be? In your head. And so you want to put a list on paper or in your phone, in your notes section. Use the technology that's available for us, but get these people on some sort of document so you have a working list to use as you begin sharing this incredible opportunity and these incredible products with other people. And so within that, you're also going to make a list of people that are winners, people that you would love to join because they have influence, people trust them, they respect them. And so because of that, you could literally multiply your business if they joined you. And so those are a couple of things that you can do as you form a prospect list. Help your team members do the same. There's many different things you can do. If you go to social media or go to the web, you can put in memory jogger, and it'll give you a list of all different types of occupations. So that's the first thing, prospect list. Do something every day, review it and revise it, and add to it. Add new people every single day. Meet new people, add them to your prospect list. Think of new people, add them to your prospect list. Some of you say, I'm going to run out of people. You'll never run out of people if every day you're building new relationships. Every day you're thinking about, who did I go to high school with? Who did I go to college with? Maybe you didn't go to college. It doesn't matter, but who am I around? Who have I been around? That's number one. The second is what I call peek and pass. And so what that means is you're going to create curiosity by piquing interest with somebody and then passing them to a tool. And what's a tool? Anything but you. Anything that's not you is good enough for me. And the company has incredible videos. They have incredible content, documentation that provides and allows you to leverage your time and letting somebody else look at the information. How do I pique interest? Well, there's many different ways you can pique interest. I use 3 different forms that I typically teach. One is a rejection-proof way. Who likes to know? I don't. I'm sure you don't either. We know we have to go through some no's to get to a yes. But what I also know is through my experiences, failures, successes, is I found a way to plant seeds to people to look at this opportunity in a rejection-proof way. Simply meaning I can go to individuals that I've learned information from. And so how do you do that? Every day what you should be doing is, the best way we talk to people is by listening to them. And so as I ask questions to people and listen, I gain something I call it intel. And when I gain intel, that allows me to learn my point of entry. Meaning maybe they talk about knee pain. Maybe they talk about wishing they had more money. Maybe they talk about the time that they wish they had. That's my point of entry to offer what? A solution to a problem. And so let me give you an example. When I taught school, when I was in the workroom, we were on break. We had a break between classes. I would go in there, get some water, and I would hear one of the teachers talk about, I'm just so tired. Well, what did they just give me? Intel. What did that allow me? My point of entry to offer a solution to a problem. What did I do? I simply said, hey, listen, I know about, or if you're new, I just found out, 4 words, I just found out about a product that's helping people have more what? You know it, energy. And so anyway, you said that you were tired. I thought I'd share that with you. And then it's my job to say nothing else. If they really want energy, what are they going to do? They're going to say, well, Chris, what are you talking about? And that allows me, not to get a no. All I did was plant a seed to say, listen, I've got a solution to your problem. It's their job to bite the bait. It's their job to ask what. And when they ask what, the only way you get out, you enter my funnel, and the only way you get out is if you join or you die. And so you're in my funnel once you say what. When they say what, I just simply say, you know what, I'm glad you asked. I don't have, that's right, time. I don't have time to go into details. Let me pass you some information. Let me shoot you a link on your phone. Smartphones, folks, most people have them. And so use those to your advantage. You can use the concepts and the documents and the tools and the videos that we have here in this incredible company and utilize that to your benefit. So that's peak and pass, rejection proof. Within that, you can also peak in a different way, a more aggressive way I call go for no. And when you go for no, you're asking them to look. And I like to use an approach I call AAA. And AAA is something that's easy to remember. When in doubt, call AAA. You want to be aggressive, you want to go for it, AAA. What does that mean? I'm going to grab the attention of my prospect. I'm going to show appreciation to my prospect. And then I'm going to ask that prospect to look. It would sound something like this. You know, Sarah, I need your help. And when you ask somebody for help, what do you grab? You grab their attention. See, the psychology of people. What are we trying to do in this company? We're trying to help people to better health, help people with financial and time freedom. Here's the problem though. Most people don't want help. They want to help you. And so, okay, I'm going to use that to my advantage. I'm going to say, Sarah, I need your help. And when she says, yeah, what can I do? I'm then going to say, Sarah, you know what? I've always been impressed with your marketing skills. You do an incredible job making me look good on the video. And so, listen, I have something I think would benefit your life, would add value to you, and I'd love for you to take a look at it. See, all I simply did is say, I need your help. I think you're great. Can you look? That's AAA. You grab attention, you show appreciation, and then you ask them to look. Who can do that? Anybody that wants more. Anybody that wants something more than what they have. Anybody that's coachable, not chokeable. Anybody that has a desire can do that form of training. What can you do with it? You can teach it to others too. In fact, my daughter does this. My daughter uses AAA. This is a way to pique interest. You can do it the rejection-proof way. You can also do it in a way that I call AAA. And then the last form of piquing interest is simply what I call ship with a P, ship building, relationship building. You're asking questions. Maybe you use something we call FORM, an acronym, FORM. You ask people about family, or you ask them about their occupation, what they do, their recreation, what they like to do. And then you get to the message and you ask them to look. Now, it doesn't mean you have to go in the order. You may go OFMA, and you start with the occupation. You know, Sarah, what do you do? That's what you ask first. And when they say, you may say, well, what do you... I ask two questions every day, folks. What do you like best about what you do? What do you like least about what you do? What if you started asking those questions? What would you gain? You'd gain intel. What would that intel provide you? Your point of entry to offer what? A solution to a problem. And who can do that? Well, anybody can do that. So those are three simple ways. And you can, again, anything that's getting you in front of people, ask somebody if they keep their options open to making money. I did that with an individual back in 2008, and guess what? They said, yes, I'm open. And you know what they did after they looked at information? I passed them to some information. I went to the next step that I'll talk about in a minute. They talked to some people. They started. They're a multi-million-dollar earner today. And so it was less, folks, about what I said. It's less about what you say, more about how you say it. It's the person behind the words. These are just simple processes that can be duplicated to the masses. And so there's rejection proof, there's go for no, ship building, all peaking mechanisms allowing you to pass people to some information, anything not you. So we have prospect list, we have peak and pass, then you have what we call plug. That's just simply connecting somebody into a story. Here's what we know. Stories sell, facts tell. You want somebody to see themselves inside of a story. You want people to say, me too, not so what. And one of the reasons or one of the ways to get somebody out of a so what type of mindset is connecting them to their future potential self. You know, if I had a stay-at-home mom with 4 kids that was looking at this opportunity, then the benefit for me would to be connect her to someone who's a stay-at-home mom with 4 kids, 3 kids, 5 kids, a similar story, a female to a female, and let her hear how this company has impacted her life with the products, with the opportunity. Now, what does this prospect see? They see themselves in the opportunity. That's the power, folks, of a plug. Don't complicate the thing. The person that does the most connections, connects the most stories, typically wins in this business. And so you simply make and revise and review a prospect list. You peek and pass. You plug the stories. And then you of course you follow up with people and you invite them to get started. You ask them to start. Immediately after that story, you ask them, what's keeping you from getting started? And after they create some excuses, you know, many of you have heard me say, you know, I agree you need to do more research. I agree, but you know me, I'm putting people in the system. I'm doing this in a big way. Let's go ahead and pick a kit that fits for you and position you in the organization. If you're not ready for that right now, you can simply promote, which is the next P, these individuals to some form of presentation. What does that mean? That means it could be you sitting down with them at Starbucks, you sitting down with them at a local coffee shop, you plugging them, promoting them to a presentation that might be on an opportunity call that our company does so frequently, promoting them to Dr. Plant's Facebook Live calls that he does on a weekly basis. You promoting them to anything that might be relating to a home party. Anything that's a presentation where they can hear the information again is powerful. That's the next P. Of course, after that, what are you going to do? You're going to ask them what they liked about it, and then you're going to ask them which package they want to start. Or if that's too bold for you, ask them what's keeping them from getting started. Use the people that may be around you if you're at an event where there's people, or you're at a home party. Use stories again to increase the belief of the person and ask them to join. And then the last P of the 5 Ps is simply personal development. You know, I'm a big believer that it's what you learn after you know it all that counts. When you're through learning, I believe you're through. And so we focus on growing ourselves, becoming the best versions that we can be, because success is what you attract by who you become. And so we're not saying read a book in a day. We're saying reading a few pages, listening on your drive to work every day, listening to something inspirational, motivational, that's going to help grow your belief, your confidence, help hone your skills in this industry, is going to progress you in the business to be the best that you can be. And so in review, you have your prospect list, you have peek and pass, you have plug, you have promoting people to a presentation, and you have personal development. If you'll start teaching these fundamental 5 Ps, you're going to be able to grow a duplicatable business. And folks, make no mistake about it. If you want to grow a business that works in spite of you, you better focus on duplication. And these are the simple P words that you can do. And so I'd encourage you to get with your plugged in upline, get with your plugged in leadership, and help them guide you as you're getting started. Maybe you're watching this and you are a leader. Utilize this information. Go do it. Remember, a pint of example is worth a gallon of advice. We must lead from the front. We must lead by example. I congratulate you on watching this video. I hope it provided value for you, and I encourage you to get your hopes up, because your best days are just ahead.